At that time, seeing the army of the Pandavas drawn up for battle and approaching Dronacharya, King Duryodhan spoke the following words. Let's talk about army of the Pandavas. Army of the Pandavas is who? Your good qualities. They are your sadgunas. They are your wisdom. And they are ready. Seeing the army of the Pandavas drawn up for battle, they are ready for fighting the Avgunas. Most of the time, even though we have Sadgun, we are not using them to fight our Avguns. But here, in this battle, the Sadgunas are ready for battle. They are ready to fight the Avguns, which are in our mind. So seeing the army of Pandavas drawn up for battle and approaching Duryodhan, the Dronacharya, King Duryodhan spoke the following words. King Duryodhan. Duryodhan is who? Symbolic? Ego. King Duryodhan. Your king, your ego is ruling you. Your ego is the king of your mind. And you are not just his subjects, you are his slave. Whatever the king ego wants, happens. The king ego is responsible for your thoughts. The king ego is responsible for your desires. The king ego is responsible for your actions. Your king ego is responsible for your sorrow. And why? Because your army of Pandavas is asleep. You have not woken up your Sadgunas. You are not using your Sadgunas. You have let your Sadgunas become placid. They have been rendered inactive. But here in this battle, the army of Pandavas is not asleep. And they are not going to take a dharma lying down anymore. They are ready to fight. And when Duryodhan, the ego, sees wisdom or sadgunas ready to fight it, it becomes nervous. Because up till now, my ego has done whatever it wants. But now suddenly when army is coming up, sadgunas are coming up, and that ego becomes nervous. So when it becomes nervous, it is getting threatened. The 100 latent desires are being threatened from being implemented, from being fulfilled. Now, put some mark. This is for you to think about. Think in your life whenever one adharmic thought has come up, an adharmic desire has come up, or an adharmic, thought, action, desire has risen in your mind. Maybe you have just given into it. Yes or no? Anger, jealousy, greed, moh, delusion, we have given in. If you have just given in, there has been no struggle. Aram se, you have just given into it. But if your conscience has suddenly woken up and said, I want to do this, but this is adharma. How can I do this? You have questioned that adharmic thought. Are you getting what I am saying? Then there's a struggle. Then there is a fight. Then there's a dilemma. Should I do this or should I not do this? Right or wrong?
Ma, but I was facing this and almost our homework. battle was inside, so my
Can you hear?
No.
No, they can't hear you.
So my mind is very tricky.
Oh yes, mind is very tricky,
So
for sure.
What will mind do? It will take out a middle way.
Yes.
It will make adjustments.
Yes, 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 yes.
It was that, and full script is ready. How
Yes.
the adjustments are happening.
Because for lifetimes you have allowed your ego to hold full sway. You have allowed your ego to be your king. You have allowed your ego to rule your life. And so the minute it is threatened and it's coming up, the same topic is coming up, the same point is coming up, the minute it is threatened that it cannot just do what it always given the right to do, then it will find some justification.
100%.
It will find some, but you know, how can I do it? I have worked so hard today, and then I have been in the court for 10 hours, and now my mind is also not relaxed, and I will not be able to do the homework also properly right now. And like this, you will keep procrastinating, you will keep justifying. Remember, at that moment, remember, it's your king ego taking over, and you have become his slave. That's it. Remember that. And identify these struggles which are happening in your mind. Because up till now, you have just been giving way to it. You have just been allowing that ego to do whatever it wants.
Ma, one more thing. The adjustments which come are so, it is less struggle, that it becomes a part of your thinking system.
Yes.
That okay, this is, you have acknowledged and this is the established fact.
And now
this
it's
can
okay.
happen.
And next time also I can do it.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's very, very dangerous.
But then your sadgunas come, they tell you no, it's not correct.
And it's uncomfortable.
And you go with that okay, whatever it is uncomfortable, but still you have to go ahead with it.
Then Pandavas have won. And Kauravas have lost theirs. So, look for that. And if up till now you have never allowed your sadguna or your sattva, basically your sattva inside. So, in such a case, when your sattva has risen, and as she said, the ego is not getting its way, one thing the ego is doing is what?
It's pulling you back and giving
Justifying.
Justifying, yeah.
Finding some midway.
Midway.
How does it find that midway? Interesting. See, if you start thinking how cunning and manipulative the mind is and where all it's going to get its way, it's fascinating to see, my God, what kachra have I kept inside. So, think, you want to do something adharmic, and now sattva is rising its head and not allowing you to do that or think that or get that. Tell me, how does it find its way out?
Mind just starts planning. It comes up with
Think
several
how.
things.
Duryodhan goes where? Who does he approach? Dronacharya. Guru. But over here, what is Dronacharya's symbolism? Sanskar. Sanskar. How? Dronacharya. Okay? Dhru is to melt. The how Ved Vyas has given names also, it's just mind-boggling. Dhru is to melt. So Drona means that which remains in a melted state. Already melted. Drona ho gaya. So what is remaining in a melted state in our antakaran? Our vasanas, our karmas, our sanskars. They all remain melted in our chitta. In our subtle body, all the sanskars, everything that we have done in previous lives or in this life, in our past, is all etched over there. It's melted and it is just stuck there. Imagine if you put a lump of, what do they use for the road? Tar. And it melts. What will happen? It will just cover that place up and it will just melt and it will just stick there. So all our experiences, all our justifications in the previous times, they're all melted there. So the minute the ego is getting threatened that it cannot do this adharma because your conscience, your guilty conscience, your sattva is pricking it, it will approach Dronacharya. It will approach your sanskars, it will approach your past experiences and say, what did I do last time? How did I get out of this situation? I said I was very tired and I could not do my homework. And then I felt quite comfortable and I went to sleep also. So again it will come and it will do the same thing.
When there are outside Duryodhana and Dhritarashtra also who acknowledge your adjustment. No, you are correct. It's a super middle way you have found out and that is perfect.
The ego or the mind will use whatever it can to keep you in status quo, BMI, because its existence is being threatened. So we have to be, because as sadhaks, as aspirants, as shishyas, we have to always be alert. What am I thinking? What am I feeling? What am I wanting? What am I doing? These four things you have to be alert. And you have to see dharma, adharma. Adharma, bring my sadguna up. Work against it. And it's not about hurting anyone else. I could be hurting myself. I could be hurting myself with my own depression. I could be hurting myself with my low self-esteem. I could be hurting myself with procrastination. I could be hurting myself by not admitting my fault. It's not about only hurting somebody else. It's also about hurting yourself.